Have you ever wondered about the missing emotions in Inside Out 2? We've got all the juicy details and theories about which emotions might join the lineup. Let's jump in, shall we? This summer is going to be amazing because Inside Out 2, the sequel to the critically acclaimed and beloved Inside Out, will be released in theaters on June 14th. Based on everything we know about the sequel so far, we're about to experience an emotional roller coaster. The film will continue the story of Riley and every emotion that she feels, including joy, voiced by Amy Poehler, sadness, voiced by Phyllis Smith, and the rest. Riley, voiced by Kensington Tallman, will experience puberty in the much-needed and anticipated continuation. And as we all know, puberty is this big, exciting, and turbulent period of life. When puberty comes, new emotions join headquarters. This time, joy won't be the leader. She is now replaced by a new emotion, anxiety, voiced by Stranger Things star Maya Hawke.
That's embarrassment. He's a really sweet guy.
With anxiety ruling the headquarters, Riley's life is about to become much more complicated, that's for sure. But anxiety is not the only new addition. There's also embarrassment, envy, and ennui. Interestingly, the creators first planned to include more emotions, 9 to be exact. Per report by Collider, Inside Out 2 director Kelsey Mann and producer Mark Nielsen shared more details about the new emotions in the film and the ones that were left out. During a press conference at Pixar Animation Studios, they revealed that Riley was originally supposed to have 9 new emotions. As Mann explained, their initial plan was to overwhelm joy with all these new additions. Unfortunately, most of these emotions were canceled because audiences would not have been able to keep track. From the original 9 emotions, the creators narrowed down the number to 4. As mentioned, anxiety will be joined by envy, voiced by Ayo Edebiri, embarrassment, voiced by Paul Walter Hauser, and ennui, voiced by Adele Exarchopoulos. So what emotions are missing? Which emotions were included in the first script for the sequel? Guilt, jealousy, and schadenfreude. I don't think these 3 emotions would have been an issue for viewers. On the contrary, I think the film would have been more enjoyable with new additions. In the previously mentioned interview, Mann and Nielsen revealed they considered tons of emotions to be in Inside Out 2. I can imagine how difficult it was for them to try to figure out which emotion to include and which to exclude. One of the excluded emotions was schadenfreude, which is German word for, as Nielsen revealed, joy at someone else's expense. The interaction between this emotion and joy would have been wild. But yeah, the creators eventually decided to include only the most important emotions, those that would have a bigger impact on Riley. Sadly, they canceled jealousy and guilt. This doesn't mean we won't see Riley feeling jealous and guilty. Jealousy will be shown through envy, and guilt will definitely be shown through anxiety. As Mann explained, the baggage that anxiety has come from guilt. Do you guys think they should have included these emotions? Do you think the movie would have been confusing if they did? Share your thoughts in the comments. My opinion is that puberty comes with a lot of emotions, and they should have certainly given more feelings to Riley. Teenagers often feel uncertain, moody, sensitive, and self-conscious. As we all know, this is the time of our lives when it becomes more important than ever to fit in with peers. Teens feel all sorts of things, and in the case of Riley, she will mostly feel anxious. The scene in the trailer where anxiety moves into headquarters with baggage perfectly explains the character. I still believe guilt would have been an adequate addition. This emotion could have dived deeper into Riley's conscious and moral compass, mostly when she felt like she had done something wrong or hurt someone. Guilt would have also led to some relatable scenes where Riley seeks forgiveness and makes amends and learns from her mistakes. Such an emotion would have helped a lot with Riley's character development. Nevertheless, it was fun to see how the new additions interact with joy, sadness, anger, played by Lewis Black, disgust, voiced by Lisa LaPera, and fear, voiced by Tony Hale. Enjoying the video so far? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Keep watching to discover the rest of the potential new emotions that could be making their debut. Let's talk about love as an emotion that needs to be in Inside Out 2. There's not a lot of positive emotions in Inside Out 2. With the arrival of anxiety, the emotions in Riley's head are mostly negative, which will be a big issue for Joy, which is why the creators creators should include love as a more advanced emotion of joy. When you think about it, love's interaction and the previously mentioned new emotions would be very interesting. For those not familiar, there's a short Inside Out film titled Riley's First Date, and this film is all about young love. But including love in Inside Out 2 would have been different because Riley is likely to have feelings for someone during her teen years, and this is where the emotion could play the key role. This could also lead Joy to feeling jealous, which would be a fun thing to see. This is also a strong emotion, one that could turn everything upside down, and one that could easily control the others. Maybe we'll see love at the end of the second installment. Maybe love will be the lead emotion in the potential Inside Out 3 film. Who knows? Based on the popularity of the franchise, there's a big chance that we'll see Inside Out 3. It is likely that Riley will be 18 in that film, so maybe love is a more adequate emotion for the grown-up version of the character. What do you guys think? Is it too soon to include love in the franchise? Share your theories before we continue with shame. The sister of embarrassment. Apparently, the creators first planned to include shame in the first film, but as mentioned before, they decided to make the film with fewer emotions in order for it not to be confusing. This emotion could explore the deep feelings of inadequacy and self-consciousness that Riley might experience, especially during challenging social situations. Yes, she will definitely feel like this with both embarrassment and anxiety, but shame could have been depicted as an emotion that influences Riley's behavior and decisions. We could have seen this emotion causing Riley to withdraw or hide parts of herself, and sometimes this emotion could have motivated her to improve and seek redemption. And again, I think there should have been more positive emotions in Inside Out 2. I would have loved to see pride, an uplifting emotion that could highlight Riley's sense of accomplishment and self-esteem. Riley's a smart girl, and seeing her feel proud when she accomplishes something significant, overcomes obstacles, and stands up for her beliefs would have been nice. I can only imagine how fun the interaction between pride and anxiety would have been. And since this is a Pixar film, it would only make sense to see hope, a forward-looking and optimistic emotion. This emotion could easily depict Riley's aspirations, dreams, and positive outlook on the future. Such an emotion could also deal with negative emotions and inspire Riley to set goals and pursue new opportunities. Curiosity is also present during the teen years, so maybe we'll see it as the fifth emotion in the sequel. Such an emotion would serve greatly as a catalyst for Riley's learning and personal growth. Last but not least, there's regret. Yes, this is a negative emotion, but a very important one, especially for teenagers. In Inside Out 2, Riley will definitely look back at her experiences and past decisions or actions with a sense of sadness or disappointment. We already saw her wishing she had made different choices in the first film, and this provided a reflective and introspective angle to her character. So guys, which missing emotion do you hope to see in Inside Out 2? Do you think Inside Out deserves to go beyond its second installment? Let us know, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more exciting updates. See ya!